Hey everyone, welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I'm Gene, and let's talk about this. I've avoided talking about this because it's been talked about ad infinitum, but to me now something important kind of is happening behind the scenes that I think is something we need to pay attention to. And it's very important. It's the Epstein files, okay? And don't kid yourself right now. Elected Republicans in Washington are going out of their way to protect pedophiles. All right? Uh, Jeffrey Epstein was a prolific pedophilia partaker, along with his friend with benefit, Ghislaine Maxwell, who abused hundreds of women, and for some reason, elected Republicans in Congress are doing everything they can to block the release of the files. They're spinning lies. They're saying we released all this stuff when they have not. They're dodging the question or making accusations to avoid the truth. They're protecting pedophiles. So yesterday, the House Subcommittee on Oversight had enough Republicans to have the bill voted out of committee. And 4 Republicans voted in this committee to move forward. That would be Representative Massey from Kentucky, a Republican. Also Margarine Trader, Lauren the Bimbo Boebert, and Nancy Mace of South Carolina. Now, there are only 2 votes needed by Republicans to say, yes, I support releasing the files. And it's important that they do this because this is what's at stake. Elections are next year. The American people are not going to put up with having their demands met. Because remember, elected politicians work for us, the voter, not the other way around. When I hear people like Tim Burchett saying, leave me alone, go talk about something else. No, dude, you work for us. You are elected by the people of your district to represent everyone in the United States of America. So it doesn't matter if you're from his district or not. You have every right to ask questions of our elected representatives. That's why we have adopted the philosophy during the Boston Tea Harbor of no taxation without representation. So be represented or get checked come election day and you find yourself out of a job, because that's where people are. And something that I also just learned is that finally the survivors of the Epstein abuse syndicate have decided to come together and put their own list out and bypass Congress, who is refusing to do the right thing. That I'm looking forward to. And I hope you are too, because it's not so much that I expect to see any one individual on that list. I don't care, as long as everyone on that list is brought to account, that Ghislaine Maxwell is not granted a pardon. She's a horrible human being for the atrocities she committed against minors. And the American people don't want this either. So that's my opinion. Again, I would love to know what you think, but don't forget, that's why your vote is so important. There is a candidate in all 435 congressional districts in the United States that supports releasing the files. That's the candidate to vote for. All right? And the more blowback you hear, oh, this person's a socialist, this person's a communist, that means they're scared and they're lying, because none of that is true. And the more outlandish lies you hear like that, the more you can understand that they are lying to you to protect pedophiles. So again, please don't forget the big three. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. All right? That's all I have for today. Please take care of yourself, and let's do what we can to support justice.